Hello, friends, how are you? Hope you're well, and welcome to episode 9 of A Book and a Bake. I can't believe that we've had 9 episodes of this series, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I hope you are enjoying, the series as well. But this month's book I think, is very, very relevant. It's called A Cup of Autumn by Melissa McClone. This is published on the 9th of September by Tule Publishing, so couple of days time you could be able to order it, and I love this book. I gave this 5 out of 5. So we meet Rainey, who owns and runs Tea Leaves and Coffee Beans, the cafe in Silver Falls, and she's run off her feet. She's got one a supposed assistant who does not a lot and still gets paid for it, who's quite happy just to blow off shifts when she doesn't feel like coming in. And the last thing that Rainey has in her mind is romance. She's also, because she missed a town sort of council meeting, has been tasked with, or is actually just the town business, that's what it is, town business association. So she missed that meeting, so she's been tasked with organising the town's Halloween bash, which is called Boohoo, I think it was. But she'd organised something in March and they'd forgotten about that. But she can't back out of it. If she backs out of it, there are consequences. So this is kind of everything's just piling on top of her. Enter Keaton, who is a university professor, and he'd been in Silver Falls to be with family, so she kind of sort of met him before. But he comes back to Silver Falls to basically lick his wounds. He had been in line for a tenure, but his department was cut at the university, so he's got nowhere to go, basically. So he's come back to Silver Falls, and he's going to start working on, or start editing, the novel he'd been writing. He doesn't stay with his family. He stays with a lady that is a family friend. And this lady has the reputation of being a bit of a matchmaker. And she asks Keaton if he'll help Rainey organise the Halloween bash. And he's like, yes, certainly, no problem. So the whole story is basically their hopeful romance. And, he is just so sweet. He is really, really nice. And he wants to help her. He also wants to help other people within the community as well, which was really nice. He kind of really sort of decided, well, I'm here for a wee while. I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to help. And I really, really liked that about him. I thought he was, really good. I liked the fact that, he was willing to roll up his sleeves and realising that Rainey didn't have a lot of time. I'll do a lot of the organisation. I'll do all of the ordering of things, etc. I really, really liked that. I also like that he was quite adventurous. Normally he just is like a black coffee guy, but Rainey managed to persuade him to sort of be like a guinea pig, because she was trying out sort of pumpkin spice recipes and coffee and teas and stuff like that. So she kind of got him into, trying those, which was really nice. Rainey as a character I thought was brilliant. Melissa did really well in the fact that she wrote just how harassed this lady was, how under pressure she was. You got to think, oh, come on, please get rid of this woman that's not doing anything. And Rainey wanted to help other people within the town as well for various reasons. I really, really liked that. And I loved the interaction between the two characters. I also really liked the fact that Rainey has got a group of friends who were trying to sort of help her out by going, right, come on, let's go out for a sort of a girls' night out. You're coming out with us. You're not going to be at the cafe all the time. I really liked that. I thought that was, it showed that you do need a bit of a life outside of your work as well. There has to be a balance, and I really liked that. I also liked the interaction between Rainey and Keaton, and it was, they were out a couple of times. It's like the gossip, the village gossip or the town gossip. Well, you were out with Rainey last night. You you went to XYZ, and I thought that was like very small town. It did give me a bit of Gilmore Girl vibes, which I really, really liked. I have to say, this is definitely a really good autumn book. You curl yourself up on the sofa, blanket, lovely hot pumpkin spice something, or if you don't like pumpkin spice, whatever your warm drink of choice, and just lose yourself in a small town. It was just so delightful. Even the side characters were fun and really, really nice. It was just, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I think this is book 3 in the Silver Falls series. I am going to go back and read the first 2 because I just adored this so much, and I'm looking forward to, hopefully there's going to be more. I will have to ask Melissa if she's doing some more, but definitely, give yourselves an autumn treat, friends. Pick this book up when it comes out because it's just absolutely delightful. So that's it. That's enough about me chatting about the book. You want to know about the bake part. Let's go. Welcome to the bake part. I know you'll be wondering to yourselves, what's she going to bake this month? Well, since pumpkin spice was quite prevalent in the book, I've decided to make pumpkin spice shortbread. We really like shortbread in our house. We kind of keep it for special occasions like Christmas time. But I decided that's what I was going to make today. And I actually don't think I've ever made shortbread. I probably have when I was younger with Mum, but I don't really remember making it. But she gave me sort of 4 different recipes that I could use, and she went, I'm not going to tell you which one I use until you've made. And I read them through and I thought, okay, I like this one, and it turns out it's the same one as my mum uses, so that's really nice. It's kind of where I'm carrying on this kind of family tradition. So what I will do is I will leave a link, or I'll leave the name of the book down below that I'm getting the recipe from, because obviously I don't want to deal with anything copyright wise. But yeah, so this is just kind of the quick intro, and as I start weighing things out, I will tell you what I'm doing. But I hope you're going to enjoy. So I have my ingredients. I have my plain flour. I'm using half spoon sugar, so that means that we're not using as much sugar as you would normally use. I have my pumpkin spice, and I have my butter. So yeah, I'm going to weigh all this out and go from there. Okay, so I've got the flour, the sugar, and the pumpkin spice in here. We did start off with 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, but we mixed it in with the flour, and we looked at it, and Mum and I both went, nope. So we've added another one in. So I'm going to sift this into my big bowl, and then I will go about dealing with the butter. Okay, we've got the butter in. My sous chef is very kindly going to do this. Mum has warmer hands than I do. For those of you that do know me and have seen me in the winter at any point, you know my hands are always pretty freezing. I have the circulation of a gnat. But Mum has a furnace. Seriously, in the winter all we do is snuggle up to her because she's just so cozy and warm. So yeah, so this is where we kind of deviate, isn't it, from the normal way of making. Mum will just cut this up and then probably rub it in a bit with her hands. But we
wash the paws first.
Oh yeah, she'd be very hygienic, you know. Wash the hands. So yeah, so what we do is we just rub the butter into this, and then we just tip that into the dish, as you will see. We don't bother with all this falderal of roll it out and cut it out. Nah, life's too short. You can do it if you're doing it for something special, yes.
Oh bollocks!
But you heard what my mother says. But there you go. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. But I will let you see what Mum rubbing it in and see what it looks. It'll end up looking like very fine breadcrumbs, isn't it?
Or scone dough.
So yeah, it'll look like scone mix. But it smells. If you can smell it, you can really smell the pumpkin spice. It's gorgeous. So
I'm going to take this onto the table.
Right,
Easy
okay.
on my arm.
Right, yeah, Mum's got a bit of a sore arm, but she insists that she can do it here. So that, right, all she's doing is this lifting and just squeezing basically, and then rubbing. I know what you're thinking, Fiona, you should be doing this if your mum's got a sore shoulder.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it working.
But Mum, she needs to work out. You know, I'm doing the physio side of things. I'm doing the massage and the exercises with her. So, but this is good exercise, and the fact that the table is lower means that she's not putting pressure through the shoulder, which is good. So yeah, I will. But as you say, just pick up and rub very gently.
You want to leave lumps of the fat.
How big of a lump would you want to leave?
Probably about that.
So if I go closer, so yeah, so it's just going to look like crumbles.
Yeah.
But if you could smell this, it smells absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to stop, since you've seen that, I'm going to stop the video at the moment, and then I'm going to go and get the tin for putting it into. Okay, this is kind of what you're looking for in the way of, I'm going to call it rubble. We have also decided to line with parchment the baking tin that we're using. So this is what you do, you just pour the rubble in. And then spread it out. Do you want to use a spoon, or do you want to use to press that in? Oh, she's using. Okay, so she's slightly pressing it down with a spoon. As you can see, it just starts to cling together, which is great. And then roll up the sleeves, and then just, because Mum's hands again are so warm,
Obviously,
you know, then it just really nicely compacts together. So maybe this is why I haven't made a lot of shortbread in my life, because my little handies are just so cold that it's useless.
bad enough when you're doing this physio.
Exactly. you get
the ice treatment as well.
Yeah, it is. It's like, why use an ice pack when you've got my hands, you know? So, but yeah, so that is what we do, and then we're gonna. Mum, do you tend to score it before you bake, or do you bake first then score?
We're just eating it ourselves. I'll leave it till it's cooked.
Okay. So what you can do, you know, at this point, once you've got it all nicely,
you could put a line down there,
yeah,
and a line across, and it gives you a better idea of what you're getting for your fingers.
We're probably not going to do that, are we?
I'm not sure.
But I mean, this is a quick and easy way of doing it. If you want to, you can take your time and put this, you know, roll this out with a rolling pin and cut it into various shapes, blah de blah de blah.
It's alright for Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just for eating normally.
For normally.
Why bother?
So yeah, so we're just. I could have gone autumnal. I do have. I have maple leaf cookie cutters, but I'm sorry. I'm just.
We'll do that. We'll do that for Jen.
We'll do that
for
a
take
friend.
It down.
Yeah, a friend has just moved
house today.
So I'll make her some goodies, but I will do her some maple. She's probably going to watch this. So Jen, you're going to get some maple cookies.
I'm not saying when you'll get them, but
you'll get them. You'll get some maple leaf cookies at some point. So that's all Mum's doing. Just nicely flattening that out. Are you going to score it or just leave it? So all she's going to do is do a light score. Or you've gone right the way through. Okay. So go right the way through, and then just do it across, and then when it comes out the oven, we'll cut the rest of it, yeah? Mum and I have already tasted the dough, and oh my gosh, it is so tasty. Right, so that's going to cook for, hold on, 15 minutes in a 190 degree C oven, okay? When it comes out, we'll let you see what it looks like. Okay, so that's it out of the oven, and it's quite nice. So hopefully you can see it's quite nice and golden brown. So Mum's now going to score it, but hold on, I'm going to hold the pan so she doesn't burn herself. You want me to?
I can see it. I've got my goggles on. Doesn't make the lines any straighter.
Doesn't matter.
Right, what size do you want?
Whatever.
Do you want them that size?
Yeah, I think so. Or do you think just quarter and quarter again, yeah? And then what we're going to do, we do quarter that, yeah.
We get 3 out of this bit.
So we're just going to, and what we'll do is we'll just sort of probably half that there, yeah, we'll probably have to there, but I'm going to I need to put both hands into the glove. Hold on. Mum finds it easier if she holds, so. I should just use, as I say, the lines from the top to do the bottom one. And then we'll do probably just a line in each. Yeah.
Sure, maybe these are really too big, but
Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll still enjoy it. Doesn't matter what size it is. Okay, so we've done that. And she's just gonna.
no, if I cut, what I'll do is I'll leave one lot like that, and I'll cut this lot.
Okay.
Because if I cut them, you'll see there's not enough in that.
No, it'll be fine. No, honestly, that's big enough. That's definitely big enough. Just do the same. If we don't think it's big enough, we can always have 2 bits. So we're just going to leave that now, just to get nice and cold, or at least we'll go half an hour till afternoon cuppa. We may have a wee sample.
Indulge.
We may have a wee sample at that point. So yeah, but we'll let you.
You want the crumbs?
Oh, do I want the crumbs? Yum. Okay, but I'll speak. I will let you hear us tasting it. So Dad's about to go.
Real melt in the mouth shortbread.
Do you get the pumpkin spice
Thank you
flavour?
indeed, it's lovely.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
No worries. So, Mum hasn't tried hers yet. She's. So hopefully she'll try it in a minute. Good. Would we make it again?
Of course.
Dad, would you like it again?
Yes, I would like a bigger bit.
Okay, so Mum and Dad liked it, so let's see.
We'll try it with cinnamon in it next time.
That is. That is so nice.
It'll melt in the mouth.
It does melt in the mouth. Pumpkin spice shortbread. Who knew? Superb. So, hope you've enjoyed this video.
If you want to improve it,
Hold on.
but you
hold
feel
on.
that the bits want to be bigger, make them bigger and dip each end in chocolate.
There you go. Another suggestion from Mum. But I say, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you read the book, please let me know down below what you thought of it. If you make this recipe or find a shortbread recipe and do this, I would love to know. But till next time, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye. Okay, to store our shortbread, I've just put it into this nice jar. So I think it looks really nice with all the, you see all the shortbread through it. So yeah, I've already had another piece of this because it's just so tasty.